Hello, dear Aquarius. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, and thank you so much for being here. This is your general reading, so looking into all matters for the year 2021. So looking at each month separately to see what's going on for you in the year 2021. And please note that I will be extending these readings, okay? Extending the readings through a link beneath the video. If it interests you, if this is your story, you need more clarity, please join me on the extended, and thank you for your support. I will be doing also love readings, specifically for love, 2021 love readings soon. So look out for those. Press on that notification bell if you have not already. And this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you're a divine feminine, divine masculine, then you look at your Mars, of course. Well, when I say your Mars, I mean your natal Mars. So then that means you would be familiar with your birth chart, right? And the North Node, for those of you that know where your North Node is pointing. What is your fate? So let's look at the Karma Dharma for the year 2021. Aquarius, please, Spirit, calling on Spirit. For Aquarius, it is the Aquarius season just around the corner. Aquarius is going to save the day. Aquarius, what's going on? What's going on for you? Just letting you know that Saturn has entered your sign already, so it's a time of growth, okay? Whether you're 28, 29, 30 years old, or roughly around the 56, 57, 58, 59 year of your life, it's a growth spurt that you're going through, okay? So it can give you hardship, but it can also give you blessings with Saturn in your sign. Jupiter is there, so that's really helpful. What's going on, please, Spirit? Aquarius, we've got the Hanging Man. And the Hanging Man means that maybe, I don't know, you're ending a major cycle. That's how I see it with the card of the Hanging Man. It is Pisces. Some of you have got strong Pisces in your chart. You could have personal planets there. And the Hanging Man is also needing to see things from a different viewpoint, changing your perspective. Okay, remember, it could be also a time of growing spiritually. If there's been any confusion, dear Aquarius, that could be maybe you may have the ability to see it, but remember that the Hanging Man is a connection to the divine, to spirit. Okay, what is Pisces? It's confusion, but it's also unconditional love. Maybe life is asking for you to love unconditionally, or if there's been any confusion, it's time that you may be able to see now clearly through connection again to the divine, to spirit. Let's see, because how I see the Hanging Man, it's like that confusion clearing, okay? All right, because Neptune has been very strong in Pisces, very strong, and Neptune is very nebulous. Let's look at the months one by one. For Aquarius, thank you, Spirit. January, we have the Two of Wands. February, there's the Hanging Man again. When I get double messages, same messages, it's a very strong message. March. Okay, so I'm going to say around your birthday, something will be happening that's important. All the things that I mentioned before. Let's look at April. We've got Judgment in April. May, a couple of aces in the first 6 months of 2021. June, and we've got the Moon. Okay, let's have a look. July for Aquarius. We've got the Page of Cups. August, Eight of Pentacles. September, Four of Pentacles. October, wow, Three of Swords. November, the Wheel of Fortune. And December, you are the King of Cups. Let's see what the general energy is. And King of Swords, you're in your element. So the King of Cups could be someone else. Doesn't have to be. It could be you after having severed ties with the past, or you've gone through some form of a lesson, I would say. You've had to sacrifice something here with severing ties, using your sword, using your truth. Remember, you've got the Ace of Swords here as well. You've got the Three of Swords. And here in the month of December, it's more about giving selflessly, I would say, as with a Hanging Man, Piscean energy. So why do I feel that someone here has been brought to their knees? They've gone through the judgment. They've tried to, you know, new beginnings are trying to come through for you, especially with the Wheel of Fortune right here, which means changes come. It's a positive, very positive wheel here. Okay, let's take more cards before I go into the months. Okay, first of all, let's have a look at the Black Moon Astrology cards. How is the astrology helping or hindering Aquarius? Aquarius, please, Spirit. 2021. Aquarius, 2021. We've got 2 cards. That's cool. Thank you, Spirit. 2 cards. And we have 9th house and South Node life's debts. So something is leaving your life, something you are shedding. Okay, something that's karmic, familiar, maybe something to do with a past lifetime, maybe your childhood. Something that is not easy to leave your life. There's the necessity for it to happen. And you're moving towards what is fate. 9th house is called the Faith card. But I'm going to say also the 9th house can mean anything to do with Sagittarian matters. Sag is all about, Sag is the wheel. It's Jupiter, but it's also philosophy. It's the house of philosophy. That's where the South Node is, in the 9th house. So you are dealing with something karmic, obviously, that you are shedding, I would say. You need to keep the faith. It is destined to happen. So whether you like it or not, dear Aquarius, unfortunately, there's no choice in the major arcana. Okay, these are very strong cards that you've got here. You're going through some form of change. Okay, you've got change all over your reading. You've been trying to end something karmic in your life for a while. This is going to make you grow. This is going to open your third eye, I would say. Let's see, for those of you that have not been very spiritual, it's a time of growth. Remember, 9th house is also the house of spirit, faith, teachings. Okay. Remember, 9th house is also, it's got to do with the law. And the laws of justice, I'm going to say as well, because the 9th house is Jupiter, and Jupiter is in your sign. It will be entering Pisces as well. So you're going to have that Piscean help from Jupiter in Pisces. That'll be, of course, when Jupiter enters Pisces at some point, roughly in May. That will be a very good time for you. And Pisces, remember, is all over your reading here. Okay, so Jupiter will be very strong there in your 2nd house, dear Aquarius. 2nd house could be a money house too. Interesting that the Pentacles are only in the months of August, September, so where your money is concerned, well, Wheel of Fortune could also bring you abundance, but it can also speak of legalities. So Aquarius, please, Spirit, Aquarius in 2021. What's going on with Aquarius? Okay, we have the moon. You've got the moon twice. So fears could be coming up to the surface. Remember that the moon in the Lenormand is very different to the tarot. Okay, the moon can mean your home. This could be a very deep connection. It's got to do with your emotions, of course. It's also deals with the mother. being the mother, feeling nurtured, provided for or not. Could also mean a new home. You're taking a risk. You're taking a gamble. And we've got nervousness. The birds are jitterness, nervousness, news. It could also mean friendships. You are all about friendships. And we've got the dice right in between your what you love, what you deeply connect to, and your friends. So you're taking a gamble. You're gambling both these areas. Let's take another card on that. Wow. The gamble is going to bring you to some sort of a contract, something, you know, to do with law, contracts, divorce, settlements, communication, of course. But this is very much, you know, this is the administration, anything to do with law. Why do I feel that this is contracts? You're taking a chance. You're taking a chance. Wow. And you've got the snake, the serpent, which means you're going through a vital transformation. Poison turns to healing, to medicine. This is also the forbidden fruit. Uncharted territories, I would say, that you're moving towards. And we've got a 12 here, just like the Hanging Man. So I don't know what that means. Anyway, let's take a Gaia Oracle for Aquarius, please, Spirit. What's going on for Aquarius? What is the advice from Spirit? Aquarius in 2021. Thank you. And we have peace. It looks very sunny. Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. Coming into a place of peace. Disturbing thoughts. And you are an air sign that has got to do with perception, thought, process. So looks like you are trying to see things from a different perspective, but there's a bit of a hold up. It's like your life is being put on hold, even with the hand here, which says stop. Something needs to be shed before you can move forward, start a new cycle. And the card on here says goodbye. I know you cannot see it, but it says goodbye. So someone or something is leaving your life. Let's look at your love life, Aquarius. Inner child. Things to do with your childhood, with your subconscious, the moon. Okay. Observer. This is the Aquarian energy usually. Or it can mean that someone's checking you out on social media. Something's going on social media anyway. And we've got third party. Three of Swords. I'm also going to say just take care if you've got children, young children, take care when they're on the internet, because something is not as it should be. Someone is, there's deception here. There's a question mark on the observer. So let's take another card on that third party. We've got regret. Divine masculine. If you are a divine masculine, then the regret could be on your side. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I get. Someone, remember what I said, that through the hardships you're needing to grow, you're growing spiritually if you are a divine masculine. Now, if you're a divine feminine, this could be your divine masculine that is regretting, and this could be anything to do with social media. And this is, remember, these cards are for love, for connection. So someone has been chatting on the internet. There's a third party situation here, which there's going to be regrets around it. What do we have here? We have the Nine of Pentacles. So Aquarius, you're quite, I I see someone that's standing strong, alone. Okay, you may be going through separation, yes, because this is someone who knows their worth now. This could be someone that you are severing ties with as well. Someone who, and of course this is the Virgo card, so it could be someone that's got Virgo in their chart. But look, Aquarius, and if this is the Virgo energy, there's many similarities. There's strong intelligence and logic. But remember that if this is the case, well, Virgo is mutable, Aquarius is fixed. So there are many differences as well. Okay, and someone is showing strong, independent. Okay, someone is grounded. Here we've got all about, it's not what I have in my pocket, it's what I think. So there's different, very different thought process going here, different values as well. We've got the Three of Cups beneath that. 10 of Pentacles could be a marriage that could be dissolving, because we go from the 10 to the 9 because of a third person, gossip, friends, going out, having fun, drinking. Someone is going to be heartbroken here in the month of October. I feel that it's for a lot of you, it is you that, and remember that Aquarius being fixed does not like change. So change is not easy. It's not easy for you to excrete this South Node, whatever it is, but you've got a debt that you need to pay. And it's something karmic that you're going through. So we've got a 6 and, well, 33 here. It's a master number. A 6 and a 36 is balance, but it's also, 6 can also mean, of course, the lovers. Okay, so let's have a look at the months and see what's going on. So in the month of January, dear Aquarius, the Two of Wands is here, and the Two of Wands is, you're hoping to go on that adventure. You're looking across the seas. You're wanting to move towards what you desire. You're leaving this Ace of Wands behind, which it's as though you're turning your back on something that you were very passionate about. Okay, this is more or so making a decision, but you're going to take time to make that decision, even in February here, as you're trying to see things from a different perspective, from all perspectives. Okay, there's a sense of sacrifice here, and maybe you're feeling as though you've sacrificed a lot if you are in a connection, whatever partnership you're in. It could also be a work partnership, doesn't have to be romantic, right? But I see that you're going to take a gamble. I do see that, especially with Saturn and Jupiter that have moved into your sign, I mean, this is your year. It's a very pivotal year for you, dear Aquarius. So it's make or break. You're going through lessons, but then you've got that other side, the Jupiterian side, which will give you that expansion and that growth. Remember that Jupiter is very strong. It expands on everything it touches. So Jupiter gives, of course. If you think of Jupiter in Greek, it's Zeus, and also Theos, which means two. So both words, one word means I bring together, I make a couple, I balance out, right? And then the other word means I separate. So that's why Jupiter has got his very beneficial gifts that he gives. He brings luck and all those beautiful things, but he also brings legalities, anything to do with the law. So with the third party here, obviously, I don't know who's committed this third party situation, but there's legalities here. There's the tough, the finger pointing from Saturn as well. So you know who you are and what your story is. In the month of March, Ace of Wands could be a very sexual time for you, a gift, okay, for a new beginning. The light comes on. You've been trying to see the light. This is also very passionate, a very strong desire, which also speaks of January here. So you've made your decision, you're very decisive about it. And then comes judgment. Remember, judgment is something has died, but there is a sense of resurrection and awakening. There's a resurrection in your life, and remember with the Ace of Swords, which you're holding there, you're using your sword to clear any confusion, any deception. And this is a card of victory, but it's also a card of, let's take this legally in the month of May. We do have fears in the month of June. Remember that the moon means our home. It means also something is being eclipsed out of your life. Remember that this is an eclipsed moon. So in June, in May, end of May, we've got an eclipse. So something is leaving you in the month of June. Wow. Wow, dear Aquarius. In the month of July, Page of Cups, a small act of love, a message of love that comes through unexpectedly. Page of Cups can also mean an apology. I feel it's got more to do with childlike energies because this comes through unexpectedly. Again, it's Pisces. So this is this could also be you taking a step outwards, sort of starting to go out or just ask someone out for coffee or something like that, I feel, with the Page of Cups. So 8 of Pentacles, month of August. You've got your head down, you're doing a lot of work, very busy month because you're probably working very hard. You may have expenses that you are expecting to come up because you're already on this journey, right? So, those of you that have got children, you also may be working hard to, give some money to your children, help financially. But the month of September is looking as though you're going to have financial hardship. You're sort of trying to hold on to your pennies. And it's got something to do with your home, your stability. And this is also you holding on to something, even protecting your heart, I would say here, because 3 of Swords is in October, which means there is a heartbreak, a disappointment. This is pain, obviously. And 3 of Swords, this could have to do with a third party where you're finding out either you're finding out that someone stepped out, that they've moved on from you, a past partner, or because if you had any hope, the month of October is saying there's no go, the change is here, the wheel turns, there's no possibility for this. Or you've broken someone else's heart, okay, because you're leaving them behind. Depends on who you are and in which part of the equation you are in. We've got return, so someone will be trying to come back with a return card. Nostalgia, 6 of Cups. So this could be, for those of you that are parents and you've got children where you're very, very close to your children, nostalgia can be you looking at back at those times when times were much more innocent and more balanced. And remember that nostalgia can also speak of, we are going to have Mercury retrograde in your sign. Could this be someone coming back from your past? Someone that you used to play with as a child, or someone that feels familiar to you. There is a return here. So, interesting. Okay, let's have a look. Let's read from the Gaia Oracle. Let's read the Peace card, and it is a number 26, which equals an 8. Okay, there is truly no point in worrying about things that are not in your control. Worry does not help anyone, nor does it help resolve anything. On the contrary, it often makes things seem worse than they actually are. Life is such that we can always find something to worry about, yet for your own well-being and for the well-being of those around you. It is vital that you learn to deal with things in a more positive way. To stop the endless cycle of disturbing and negative thoughts, you are advised to train yourself to focus on the positive side of things. Set aside time at the beginning and end of each day to meditate. Bring your awareness within. Feel and imagine yourself surrounded by love and light. Allow the universal light of love to fill your heart and mind. Imagine your thoughts dissolving and floating away into space. Your mind at peace, clear as blue sky. Focus on all that you are grateful for in your life and thank Mother Earth and the universe for every blessing. So, with the wheel turning in the month of November, there is an end here, but the wheel turns and it's a turn of fate, a turn of things happening, changing in your life. So there is a drastic change here where on the other side of this, it's showing that you are very emotional. Now, Page of Cups could be someone that's returning, I suppose, but we did say that around Mercury, well, Mercury retrogrades 3 times a year, so I would not be surprised if this is not someone coming back from your past. And you could be connecting, and in December, you're ready to take that next step. You're open emotionally, and I'm going to say, because remember that depending on, because I know that it's not easy for you, I don't see you being happy about this. I don't see that it's been easy for you, dear Aquarius. I'm going to say the gamble that you took has made you to go through a necessary transformation and change. And we've got a strong fire sign here. She's got Venus on her chest. This is someone who's very sexual, very fiery. There's a lot of passion here. Okay. The serpent can mean that third person, a third woman. It's forbidden fruit, so I don't know what that means for you. This is a divine feminine. And we've got an ace here, which means a new beginning. News coming through, good news coming through. Well, that's more to do with the past. But what I see here is that it's a 9 that you end up with, the contracts here. So this could say, obviously, that some contracts have been gambled with, and a contract could mean anything. It could mean a contract for a house. It can mean a contract for a marriage. You've got aces. You've got 1, 2 aces here. And the 10 turns into an ace here. So there's new beginnings here for you, dear Aquarius. But as I said, you're fixed and you don't prefer new beginnings. It's a learning curve that you're going through. And you're shedding the past, okay, dealing with life's debts, letting go and growing into your North Node. You need to keep the faith, okay? All right. I will be continuing this, extending this reading. Thank you so much, dear Aquarius, for joining me. And for those of you that will be on the extended reading, I'll see you on the other side. For the rest of you, thank you so much for your support and your love. I wish you well.